Good evening and welcome to the first airing of the As News. Zach, how are you doing this evening?
Dude, I am doing great. I am excited to be here. I'm all fired up for the news that's going to be happening and going to be shared tonight on the As News.
Yeah, tonight and every Thursday from now until who knows when, we're
Even
just kind
after
of
I
hanging out.
graduate, dude, catch me here
Dude,
Thursday.
I'm down actually.
It's going to be good. It's going to be real good.
Dude, how's the week treating you so far?
You
You having
know,
a good
it's,
one?
it's been a good week. Valentine's Day happened, came and went.
Yeah, you had a hot date or what? Come on, bro.
I led those to a treasure that I could not behold because I was working, helping out with the passing out some Valentines.
There you go. That's more admirable.
It was a good time. How about you, man? How did your February 14 go?
Dude, it was great. I did have a hot date, so it was a ton of fun. Hung out in the snow and yeah, ice skated a little bit. It was a great time. It was a
It's a
great
good
time.
time. Heck yeah.
Dude, yeah. Well, I am super stoked about this As News. For those of you who are just tuning in, Azu has been doing a weekly event. Take these off. They're not really doing anything for me right now. Yeah, a weekly event, and each night of the week we're doing something new. So Monday is game night with the president. It's a good time. You guys should show up. Tuesday night, let's see what's going on Tuesday night. Master class, and that was super cool. As we outdoors, I think Xander, who you'll see later on this evening, was involved with that, and we're just kind of teaching people how to do different things. It's super cool. Wednesday night we had prayer, praise, and popcorn, and it was a fun little collab with a small group, and some good times. And then tonight, the As News.
This is the one, man. This is the good one.
Honestly, this is the place to be if you're a Wall student on a Thursday night. I mean, you could be studying, you could be doing homework, but why?
Exactly.
What's
the point of being at Wall if you're just stay like doing homework and stuff the whole time?
No, it's not about making a better life for yourself. It's about having fun in the moment, right?
That's right, man. That's how I've been doing
dude,
it.
Exactly. That's the way to go. Well, anyways, I think we've given a little introduction to what's going on tonight. What do you think, bro? Should we kick it off to Wills Hafner?
Yeah, let's see what's happening. What's the Haps? Who's the Haps?
All right, Wills. Good to see you, man. How are you?
Good to see you too, Zach and Zach.
We're gonna let you take over and give us the Haps.
Hi, I'm Wills Hafner, and I have the Haps. And if you think I don't know news, well, I've got news for you. I do know news. First, in Walla Walla news, the WEC is open Sunday nights for pickleball and paddle sports and racquetball, so be there to play me in pickleball. Also, the climbing wall is now open. If you want to climb things with me, be at the climbing wall. And also, in world news, where would we be without Florida? Florida man was golfing and his golf ball got stolen by an alligator. As if you didn't need another reason not to play golf. That's what we got for the Haps. My name is Wills Hafner. Signing off.
Dang, some crazy stuff out there, Wills. Florida man, huh? Where'd you hear that story?
My uncle. He's Florida. He's from Florida. He's the Florida man.
Nice.
Don't we all have an uncle from Florida? I feel like we do.
We truly do.
You're not American if you don't.
Not American if you don't. All right. Oh, wow, delicious. That looks like a good banana right there. Well, anyways, we're gonna move on. Well, thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh man, what a man! What a man!
Wow. What in the world? What did you think about that? That was a good time.
Scoring wise, he had really good start, really good energy all the way through. Lost me a little bit at the banana, but overall, I still give it a solid 8 out of 10. How about you?
Dude, I would say that's pretty accurate. I think the banana actually raised his score for me. I think that was commitment to whatever was going on. Wills is always here to give us some good times. So yeah, thanks to Wills. Moving on, as you can see outside, I mean, it was snowing a little bit ago. I was running outside and, there's snowflakes coming down left and right. What do we got next up on the news?
Looks like we got a little weather update. So should we pass it off to Xander and see what Xander's got to say about the weather?
Xander, how are you, man?
Or are you inside?
Oh yeah, Weatherman Zan here. We're with the weather. So, as you can tell, it is 54 degrees and high of 72 tomorrow, low of 43 in Loma Linda. Although anyone that has looked outside in Walla Walla recently knows that that is not what the weather is here. Here in Walla Walla, it is cold with a chance of frigid. Unless you like the cold temperatures, in which case you might be thinking, hey, it might be a good weekend for some sendage. Well, as far as ASNEWS Outdoors goes, you can see that that red line is where the backpacking trip is going in the warmer than slightly too cold region of the weather aspect. Yeah, with a high in the 40s and not too cold at night. And then in the mountains, you see some nice cold temperatures. And you see that we have good precipitation chances. So if you like shredding the POW, this weekend might be your weekend. If you didn't go to Bluewood last weekend, you might want to go this weekend.
Dang, I'm guessing, Xander, that you're a pretty avid skier by the looks of you right now.
Yeah, I have skied like about 15 times in my life.
Oh, well, look the part. That's for sure. Got the Nintendo vision. I love it.
Yes,
so
good.
From you one of these days. Well, thank you, Xander. Thank you for the weather update. I didn't understand most of that, but hey, that's okay. That's all good. I see snow outside, and I'm kind of stoked about it. I've been drifting my truck left and right, and I probably shouldn't say that on live. That's what's been happening. I hope you boys have been joining me in that.
Oh,
absolutely.
For sure.
All right, good.
Yeah.
It's more fun if your car goes sideways around the turn.
No worries.
Yeah, you can catch me sideways around every single corner. So hopefully we'll keep it at like late nights so nobody's walking out. But anyways, thank you, Xander. Good to see you. Keep the send alive, and we will catch you maybe next week for another weather update.
Of course.
Enjoy that soup or whatever you're eating.
Okay. How do you feel about that one?
Dude, I think that was a solid 9 or 10. Honestly, I think the sunglasses there got me. It kind of inspired me. I think I should go grab my send vision. I think you're right. You know, I think the highlight of that one was definitely Loma Linda. I've always wondered, and now I know. So let me just say, yeah, being born and raised basically in Loma Linda, California, it is the place to be. It's paradise. But the roads are not icy, so they're not as fun to drive. That's for sure. Yeah. You don't see too many Priuses off the side of the road in a snowbank down in Loma Linda. But
or snowbanks.
Yeah, or snowbanks. You're right. You're not wrong. Well, anyways, the next portion of this evening is the weekly Devo. So I'm gonna get going. I have a little story for everyone.
Oh, looks like it's me. All right. Oh,
all right. This is confusing. We have too many Zachs. All right, I'm gonna come on. So, anyways, guys. So, speaking of the weather and the snow, it has been kind of nuking snow out there recently. It's been a good time. And so 2 days ago, I think a couple of my friends and I, we were like, dude, let's go skiing. It's gonna be so fun outside. And you know, we load up my friend's car and we have all the skis on top. We had this shovel, well, a shovel like this big inside, which in hindsight would have been good to have a bigger shovel. But anyways, we load up in the car and we head off for Tollgate. I hope some of you guys have been to Tollgate at least. But anyways, as we drove up, the roads got icier and icier and the snow started falling harder and harder. And at one point, we couldn't really even see in front of us because there was a massive blizzard. Like it was snowing hard. And so I don't know if you guys have heard of Spout Springs, but we decided that we were going to go for a quick ski at Spout Springs in between classes. And so we kind of arrived there, and what is normally a parking lot was just a snowbank. And so my friend Brett, you know, he's at the helm, he's driving, he's getting us there safely. And he's like, hey, bro, where do I park? Like, this is crazy. There's snow plows going left and right because it's snowing so much. And we're struggling to figure out a place to park. And so Dylan Dietrich, shout out to him. He's a stud. We're like, dude, we should just park on the side of the road. Just like kind of work yourself back and forth in the snow, pack it down a little bit, and we'll create our own parking spot. Next thing I know, Brett has the 4Runner pinned, and he's going straight for the snowbank. And in we go. We just charged straight into the snow, and like we kind of drove in there, and it just started to like sink. And Dylan and I kind of looked at each other, and we're like, oh, this isn't good. So we get out of the car. The snow is like literally up to the doors. It's hard to open the doors. We're so deep. And like I said, we have a shovel like this big. I'm not even lying. And so we spent the next like hour and a half. We didn't even put our skis on. We spent the next hour and a half shoveling the car, and still we could not get that thing out. And so, you know, it was kind of demoralizing too, because it was snowing so hard that like basically every time we shoveled snow out of the way, Old Man Winter would put it right back in the same spot. It was just falling from the sky that fast. And so we were like, we were getting desperate at this point, and we're like, dude, we need to do something. This isn't working. And so Dylan and I, we start marching through the snow, and we go find some trees, and we're like cutting branches down, trying to, you know, get some branches to shove under the tires for some traction. And so we got a pretty big heap of branches and pine needles and all that stuff. And we're like shoving it under the tires, and Brett gets back in the driver's seat and he pins it, and nothing's happening. The tires are just spinning. And so we're at this for like a long time, like probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and still nothing. And we're getting kind of like hopeless. We're like, dude, this isn't going anywhere. And Brooke, my girlfriend, she was with us, and she was, you know, kind of helping us. And she was about to miss work. She started work at like 3 or something, and we weren't going to be back by 3. And so she sent up a little prayer, and she's like, hey, God, you know, we need some help. Could you send someone our way? And right after she had prayed that, somebody came driving up the road, and he stopped, and he's like, guys, what are you doing? And we're like, we're stuck. Can you help us? And sure enough, he pulled us out and saved the day. We could have still been there stuck, and we probably wouldn't have had this ASNEWS thing happening if that was the case. But anyways, I want to read a Bible verse to all of you. It's Psalms 37, 23, and 24. It says, the Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delights in him. Though he may stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord upholds him with his hand. And I thought that was pretty relevant to what was going on in the snow. You know, we stumbled for sure. And I thought we had fallen, but God came through and he picked us up. So that was our weekly Devo. I hope you guys found something encouraging there. And hopefully that you know that there's times that we stumble, right, Zach? You stumble once in a while. I stumble. There's times that happens, but God is with us and he won't let us fall. So
that's right.
What was that rating? You going to give me a 10 on that or what?
Honestly, I can't not give you a 10 on that one, man. That's
all right.
a good one, especially being out in the snow. Yeah, you can't not get a 10 for
it's what you got to do these days. You got to get out there and you got to ski. Well, are you ready for a little story time with
yeah, you know, I'm getting ready to kind of cozy up here with my ASNEWS mug and listen to a story.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring on Hannah right now, and she's gonna give us a little story. Hannah, what do you got cooking up for this evening?
You know, I actually didn't get to pick this story. I just wanted to preface that. But yeah, I'm ready to tell the story of Rindersella tonight. So you guys ready?
I've heard that's a great one.
It's really, really good. I hope you guys enjoy it. So here we go.
I'm gonna give you the spotlight, and you can take it away.
All right, here we go. All right. Once upon a time in a corn country, there lived a very beautiful girl. Her name was Rindersella. Now, Rindersella lived with her muggly other and her 2 sad sisters. And in the same corn country, there lived a very pransome hince. One day, the pransome hince decided to have a bancy fall. He invited people from Riles and Mound, especially the pitch people. But Rindersella could not go because all she had to wear were some old riddy dags. So she just catched down and scried. She was a kitten, there was a scream, and then all of a sudden her Gary Fodmother appeared. And when she waved her wagic mand, and all of a sudden there appeared before her a sig boat and hicks white scorches to take her to the Bancy Fall. But now she said to Rindersella, Rindersella, you must be home before midnight, or I'll purn you into a tumpkin. So Rindersella went to the Bancy Fall, where she met the very pransome hince, who she had been watching through a wooden window. She and the pransome hince danced all night till midnight, and they lell in love. Suddenly, the mid-clock struck night. Rindersella staced down the rares, and she just beached the bottom. She slopped her dripper. The next day, the pransome hince went all over the corn country, looking for the beautiful burl who was slopped her dripper. He came to Rindersella's house. He tried it on Rindersella's muggly other, and it fitted dit. He tried it on her 2 siggly usters, and it fitted dit. He tried it on Rindercella, and it fibbed it. It was exactly the sight rise. The next day, Rindercella and the Pransome Hints were married, and they lived everly after hapward. Now, the moral of the story is, if you ever loll and fuv with a Pransome Hints, be sure you slop your dripper.
Hannah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no idea what you said at all.
That was a really gory.
Stood gory. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it.
Thanks. Yeah, I actually did that. What was your guys' favorite part? When she slopped her dripper?
I think that, yeah, that was, yeah.
You
Or
know,
when she lolled and fuv?
yeah. Well, every Tuesday, that's me,
Yeah.
man. Well, Dipper though, that's a tough one for me. You know, overall, I think for rating wise, I think the story was a 10 out of 10. That's a
Perfect.
amazing story. I don't know what do you think, Zach?
Dude, I think the story was a 10 out of 10. I think the delivery was a 12 out of 10. I didn't even hear you stumble, and you weren't speaking English. So I don't know. Maybe you spent some time over in Africa, I think. So maybe you've developed some other language skills.
It's true. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Thanks for picking this story, though. It was really great.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we enjoyed it. I hope everybody else enjoyed it. Thank you, Hannah. We'll catch you later.
Oh.
All right, Zach, I think that's kind of what we got wrapped up for the ASNEWS.
I think so. That's a good news. I learned a lot and listened to a good story. So
dude, it was a good time, and I think it's just going to get better and better as the weeks continue. What do you think? I think
it is too. And you know, I was looking through the comments and I noticed that one person in there by the name of Eric Welch. I don't know if he's actually our president. And I don't know about you, Zach, but I think every once in a while it's good to connect with the president. So what do you say if people watching happen to take a video of themselves giving a solid socially distanced high five to our president? They might, in fact, win a burrito. Dude,
I think that's possible. I think we need to get burritos to anybody who high fives.
Anybody. And the first one will also get some hot sauce for the burrito. Prepackaged, never opened. Brought to you by Sticker Mule. We're not sponsored, but we could be.
Dude, that looks like it kicks ass. Dang. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that actually on live TV. So I should probably watch my language. Sorry, everyone.
It's all good. It's founded in Amsterdam. We're chilling.
Oh, good. So that's not a cuss word in Amsterdam.
No, not at all. I mean, it's on the label right there. So.
Sick. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're chilling.
Well, yeah. So anyone who goes and says, "Hey, Eric. Hey, President Eric, you are doing an excellent job. Here's a high five," and you do it from 6 feet away. You're masked up, and you send us that video. We're gonna get you a burrito. And
potentially some hot sauce.
Yeah, if you're the first one, some mule sauce, because we're sponsored by Sticker Mule after all of last quarter and this quarter. That's
very true. Sticker Mule, please sponsor me. I've been your best customer for a year.
It ain't much, but it's honest work. Well, anyways, I think we should wrap this up. Thank you all for joining us this evening. I know it was kind of a wild ride. And remember, ASNEWS Weekly, we are doing events every single night at 8 p.m. So make sure to come out, support, and have some fun. We're having fun. You're having fun.
We're having a good time. Oh man, so good.
Sick. Well, good to hang out with you, and good to go live.
All right, I'll catch you again next week.
Catch you on the other side.